What's up, guys? This is the one and only GhostRobo, and we are here back with Lost in Shadow Episode 3 as we enter the large stairway. And I want to make sure that you guys understand and appreciate how great actually of a game this has been so far. So I'm going to focus a little bit more on the gameplay for this episode, though I do want to take the time first as we fight off another red-eyed spider here. Not sure how I feel about combat in a game like this. It seems to be just sort of, a tick on the, the checkmark list of game design as opposed to something that really forwards the mechanics. I don't know, maybe it'll end up being better off. Overall map, press the plus button to open the pause menu. Let's check out this overall map. Alright, looks like we are at the bottom of the tower. That's a very kind of pathetic map. Not sure how much it really gives us. I guess it lets us know that we have a long way to go. But the thing I did want to touch on, and before we focus entirely on Lost in Shadow, is for those loyal fans and Lost in Shadows fans that are watching this playthrough. I want to give you a little bit of insight into some of my future plans, some things I have planned for the channel, and sort of my YouTube mentality as of late. I've kind of been a uploading fiend of sorts, as I've gotten 1 or 2 videos up per day for about the last week, which is a pretty good pace for myself or for any director, I think, on YouTube. Whoa there, a flying guy. What's up with him? Oh boy, he burst into these little things that when we collect, I guess, refill our health. I'm not sure what the little spinny meter that I'm highlighting with Spangle here is, versus what this meter underneath is. I'm guessing this is our overall weight meter, but then what is this red meter up here? Not really descriptive in terms of what is what. But yeah, so I've been uploading a lot, and my current plan and current focus is to really start diversifying my content as unique content that you instantly say, hey, that's GhostRobo. So I started a new series called Like Honestly, that you should see the first episode up by now. It should be up as we perish at the feet of the spider. That's kind of a sad death. I'd be pretty afraid of a large spider. I'm kind of an insectophobe, or whatever you want to call someone who's pretty afraid of insects. Boy number one's shadow was exhausted at the 2nd floor. It's kind of got a weird Demon Souls tinge to it here, in the sense that you're a different person, or Infinity Blade on the iPhone, you're a different boy each time we restart this. And the only reason I'm rereading the memories is to gain more health. I don't know if there's any strategy to fighting these guys, but if there is, I haven't found it. I guess they lunge and then we can go back at them, but that seems quite tedious. You have to wait for their lunge every time just to deal a little bit of damage. So yeah, I'm looking to really start saying, hey, instead of just uploading, Black Ops gameplay number 7 and it's a 25-2 match, or uploading this playthrough or that playthrough. While I still plan on continuing to do Black Ops videos and continuing to do playthroughs, I want to start really making them my own, and making it where you watch, you say, hey, that can only be found on GhostRobo's channel, and that has his mark on it. You can tell it's immediately one of my videos. And so a series like Honestly, where I'm going to be talking about something that's got me either really excited or really riled up, something from the news or some current event or something that's just happened in my life that I really want to, discuss for a while, with the backdrop of some good Black Ops gameplay, or maybe even, DLC for a game, something that's not classified as a playthrough. I think that's the forum where I'm going to showcase. And I'm also looking to uniqueify, if that's a word, or diversify, but it's not really diversifying, because I'm not trying to really separate from... I'm trying just to create something brand new, in the sense that I want my Let's Plays, I want my playthroughs to be distinguishable from other playthroughs. So when you search for Dead Space 2 and you see my playthrough, you immediately know it's a GhostRobo playthrough, and you know what you're getting into. You know you're getting great video quality, you're getting great commentary, and a great experience. So let me quickly wrap up by saying a couple other things that I plan on doing in the near future. I want to have a lot more community integration. Right now, I don't know that I have the subscriber base to accomplish this, but in the coming weeks and months, I know that will continue to grow, and so I'm looking to start asking for some questions, whether they be written or video responses, and to answer those in a weekly live show. I don't know, maybe let me know in the comments if you feel like you got questions you want to ask, and maybe we can kick this off early and get going. Ran into the fountain of darkness there, or the faucet of darkness, more like it, because it's just spewing a little teeny bit and then it stops. If you're interested in starting that off right away, let me know. I just felt like we'd wait until we got some more followers on here before we really kick that off. And so besides question and answer type weekly segments, I'm looking to do much more community involvement. So when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 comes out next month, I plan on definitely having some one-on-one matches versus some subscribers. So if you're interested in that, obviously around the first, second week of February, when MVC3 comes out, shoot me a message and we can get that set up. I'll be putting out a call for that around launch day, and that should be pretty fun. Just really trying to involve people more, make it more of an interactive and, again, unique and special experience that you can only get from GhostRobo, from my channel, and really try to surprise you guys with cool content, whether that be little things like creating fun intros or fun little title cards. I have some decent graphical design background, some decent web design background, so I can come up with some cool things, and I think for Dead Space 2 you'll find a pretty cool intro for that Let's Play. I'm excited to get that kicked off in 3 weeks. But now let's focus on Lost in Shadows, because I really am super surprised by this game. I picked it up knowing it was a new title that had, like I said before, some solid hype, but I really wasn't sure what to expect, and frankly, I was kind of expecting one of those very niche Wii games that has a tiny mechanic that's kind of clever and ultimately boils down to being nothing more than a diversion from Black Ops or from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, or one of the mainline titles that I enjoy playing. And in fact, Lost in Shadows is something kind of special just from a presentation standpoint alone. I think it's a really incredible effect. What is this bar? Moving the light. If a slider appears on the bottom of the screen, it means you can move the light source in that area. They're introducing new mechanics all the time, which I think is pretty fantastic, and I've read, I didn't, whoa, see, just stuff like this, like, how did they think about the developers and how they must have thought about this, how they thought of, okay, we have to create basically two environments, one in the foreground, and then a shadow cast, I'm talking in past tense a lot today, it's not good, a shadow cast in the background, and how that all is going to work out and look. It takes a little bit more thought and care than just saying we're going to create a space world and a space level, or a train station level, or a jungle level, to put some more thought into how everything would match up and balance out. I think is kind of clever and kind of cool. So from graphics alone and from aesthetic alone, it's definitely something unique. But the mechanics and the gameplay have proven so far, granted we're still early on, but they've proven to be interesting enough to keep me going and to make me want to play this above all else. Sometimes, when I start a Let's Play, it becomes tiresome. Fable 3 quickly became that way, and that's why I did not finish it. I'm not going to bore myself with something that I don't enjoy, because then I won't be able to really talk very well about it, and you guys probably won't enjoy boring commentary. I don't know what this spinning thing of doom is. We're going to jump into it or slash with our sword and see what's up. I think we're damaging it. Yeah, there we go. So we pick up some more. Level up. Alright, so apparently the purple meter is for leveling up. I didn't even know we could level up. I don't know what that means or what that affects. And again, that twist that I'm talking about, that I've sort of heard hinted at and have purposely avoided hearing exactly what it is, has me even more excited of what is going to happen in that second half of the game. And I'm excited to get there and excited to show you guys that. And I think we're still one of the only Lost in Shadow walkthroughs, though I did notice that an unnamed other channel just vomited out about 30 Lost in Shadow videos, and I don't know how you guys feel about watching videos without commentary, but to me, I don't know, it's kind of boring. I guess the only reason I would watch a piece of gameplay on YouTube is if there was exciting commentary to go along with it, or someone, talking, narrating my way through it. But to just watch the game, like, at that point, I don't know, maybe if, you're really lazy and don't want to go buy it and just say, hey, I'm going to go and watch the entire game. I don't know, to me that sounds pretty silly and pretty boring. So they put out about 20 or 30 videos all in a row with, again, no commentary, and it's just a walkthrough. I would hope without hope, that you would choose my my commentated playthrough in exchange for their quick and dirty playthrough. But it's kind of frustrating, because all of a sudden my video that once was at the top of Lost in Shadow walkthrough quickly shifts to the bottom, as they have so many in such massive numbers. And I understand there's a market clearly for those kind of channels, but it does seem kind of silly in the sense that I can't really do much about them uploading 20 videos a day. I just don't have that manpower or that capacity. So now this slider has quickly become a puzzle solving mechanic. We're looking for a way to get to the edge of that shadow door, so we have to adjust this just so that we can jump up here. It's a little tedious here. There we go. Jump up, fight this mecha spider, who I assume those little purple diamonds are maybe the level of the beast, whether it's a strong foe or not. But then again, you'd think that this larger spider would probably be more than a level 1. He looks pretty dastardly. Like I mentioned before, I'm pretty wimpy and pretty shy when it comes to bugs and spiders. We have at my house, I have a lot of house centipedes. You know, the guys with like hundreds of legs, and they will just like randomly appear at night crawling on the wall, and a lot of times it totally freaks me out because I play most of my games and I record actually in my basement, and that is the home of quite a few of these centipedes or millipedes or whatever they are. And while I try to be friendly to all creatures, I am not really much of a fan of the millipede or of the centipede. And now we are on the outer wall here. The backgrounds clearly are Wii grade backgrounds, but just the perspective switches and how the game transitions from these shadows. You know, it's not always, oh, we're walking on a flat plane in a shadow world, which is initially what I thought it would be. I'm surprised by how much they have added, you know, from layered shadows and from now these mechanics as we get introduced more and more to some of the extra gameplay tweaks, like the sliders and rotating the world and swinging the light, and now enemies. It's saying that these blue-eyed enemies cannot be hurt by our weapons, so we need to find tower contraptions, and it's slowly building to become a very well-developed game. You know, initially you may see it and go, I don't want to walk Shadow Boy around the tower, but then, oh my, we better shut this guy off before he totally obliterates us. But it quickly has become something a little bit more involved, a little bit more unique. I saw some responses to my discussion on Wii games in the first episode, and I think quite a few of you agreed, and some even mentioned that they thought Wii games were like both, were both experiences and games, and I kind of agree with that a little bit, though I do feel that still you're going to find more of your fully featured experiences on, you know, the 360 and on the PS3 versus the Wii, which is more mechanic driven, because again, this is a cool experience, but it's not going to be the same as an entire world like Red Dead Redemption or like Mass Effect. This is a pretty high fall, but our little Shadow Boy can make it, and now we got to navigate back to the left. And again, it just really impresses me. I know I mentioned this before, and I'm repeating myself in a sense. But it really impresses me. Uh-oh. We're trapped. We must fight this guy. Again, it really impresses me. The game didn't want me to say this, I guess. It really impresses me that they were able to think of this and have it be so second nature and so natural. Like I don't ever get the feeling like, oh, this doesn't line up right or this doesn't make much sense. It all seems to flow, and just if you watch the slow transition as I walk in front of this wall, how his shadow just slightly, you know, ripples for a second there and gets a little bit larger, and then we're slightly bigger in the foreground than we were previously behind the wall. Just small touches like those. I really try to pay attention to details in games, and that has me very excited because I'm assuming they're saving, you know, the real tricks and the real treats for later on, and so I can't wait to get there. We're getting close to the end of this video. I hope that we can finish this level before we get there. It seems like our blade may be a little bit stronger as we leveled up. It looks like a dead end, but it is not. Okay. So maybe we have an interaction point, which we do, and we can drop down this layer, pull this lever, and who knows what it will unveil. Uh-oh. We're splitting open an entire part of the tower, moving what looks to be some like sundials or something, and opening an extra staircase. So I'm guessing we're going to go this way to pick that guy up over here. And yes, here we go. Let's turn this next lever, which should open, yes, the gate above us. The game is very simple, and I feel like it could be enjoyed pretty much by anyone. So far, there hasn't been much difficulty, and the puzzles have been kind of mundane. It'll be interesting to see for the both of us, me and you, the listener, the watcher, how challenging or how in-depth it gets from this point forward. So as we wrap this video up, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and until next time, we will see you later.